Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the only team from Southern Africa at the 2017 Gabon African Cup of Nations Finals Tournament, the Warriors of Zimbabwe. Hello there and welcome to the show. You thought I had hidden from you? I will never do that because you make this show what it is. And thanks so much for your continuing responses from all over the world. Last week, well, we did talk about FC Platinum, and thanks so much. I know that Tilo Tizondo is watching right now. There have been so many best of luck messages from all Zimbabweans right around the world. Everybody wishing pure platinum play all the best as they go back into the African Champions League and as they defend the Zimbabwe League title. Right, we are talking about the Warriors this week. And I decided to do a show on this because a lot of arguments on what went on at the Warriors' first ever showing at the AFCON tournament, and that was back in 2004. And the head coach was Sunday Mofuti Zambwa, and I can still remember we were all so excited, and I was there together with the Warriors who went to Tunisia for the 2004 tournament. And we'll be talking about that. We'll be looking at who was in the squad. That's the main argument from people from all over the world. Some say he was there, and some say, no, you're lying, he wasn't there, and so on. So we'll be giving you the official 23-man squad. But before we do that, as always, let's send you on that Zim treasure hunt. And this week's Zim treasure hunt is: who holds the 8 times record of winning the local referee of the year award? Is it A, Wilfred Mukuna? Is it B, Brighton Mudzamiri? Or is it C, Felix Tangawarima? Well, yeah, crack your brains, dig deep, keep on digging until you fish out the treasure hunt. And if you don't find it, don't worry, we'll give it to you at the end of the show.
Hi, this is Star Black, Charles Kaseke, former Black Aces defender in the UK. Make a date with Charles Mabika's Soccer Diaries on YouTube and Facebook and catch up on all the great stories from the past. Thank you.
Right, 2004 was a year that I will never forget until my last days on earth, because it was the first time that we had qualified after so many times for Africa's biggest showpiece, the African Cup of Nations. And this time it was Tunisia who were hosting it, the Carthage Eagles, that's their nickname. And we were there. The draw had been made and we were thrust into a group of death. And that group of death had the indomitable Lions of Cameroon, who were then #1 in Africa, and they were the tournament favorites. Also in that group were the Pharaohs of Egypt, our longtime foes, and also in that group were the Desert Foxes of Algeria. So it was definitely a group of death. And how did we do? But before we talk about how we fared in that group stage, let's end all arguments amongst you, between you, and find out who was in the 23-man final squad that flew from Robert Mugabe International Airport, then known as Harare International Airport, all the way to Tunisia. Here it is. And of course, the captain was Peter Ndlovu, the majestic one. And our first game, we played against the Pharaohs of Egypt, and we ended up losing by 2-1. We could have made it 2-2, but if you still remember that glaring miss by the Silver Fox, Wilfred Mogué, when we all thought that he would score. But listen, it does happen in a game of football. We lost by 2-1, as I said. Our next game was against the favorites, the tournament favorites, the #1 team in Africa, the indomitable Lions of Cameroon. And everybody, all the journalists who were there, they were all saying, the pundits were saying that this was going to be a massacre, that we would lose by as many as 6-0. Some even were saying a double-figure victory for Cameroon. But we stood our ground. We did so well. Okay, we lost by 5-3, but we did so well. We were the only team that managed to score 3 goals past Cameroon at that tournament. And listen to this, we also scored first early on in the match, and shocked the Cameroonians who were in the stand there, because Peter Ndlovu Nsukuzonke got us that first goal, but then they came back, and one time it was 5-2, and then we grabbed the third one. And that third goal by Ezrom Nyandoro was actually judged the goal of the tournament in 2004, and what a way to go. And listen, we have to watch it again. We have to play it for you. So for you, let's relive the highlights from that game against Cameroon back in 2004. Well, that's how it ended, and that goal by the yellow man, Ezrom Nyandoro. Fantastic, majestic. That's why it was voted as the goal of the tournament. And then our last game, it was a pity because we did not come back empty-handed, because we managed to get our victory, and it was against the Desert Foxes of Algeria, and 2 great goals it was. Have a look at the highlights from that match. Well, at the end of it all, we did not qualify for the next stage of the tournament, and this is how Group C ended in 2004. Well, then the Warriors have been to the AFCON tournament twice more, in 2017 under head coach Callisto Pasua, Manabuna, that's his nickname, and the next edition, a horrible one that turned horribly wrong in 2019. That was last year. Horrible. I think the worst faring by a Zimbabwe Warriors team. But, well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Right, let's find out if you did manage to fish out the Zim treasure hunt. But, as always, we give you another chance to get it right. And if you said the answer was C, Felix Tangawarima, yes, you were dead right, spot on. Yes, the only referee who has won that top award 8 times. What an achievement, hey, by Felix Tangawarima. Right now, he flies all over the world as a FIFA referee's instructor. He's grown his wings very, very big. And yes, Felix, all the best. Keep on doing that from a Zimbabwe standpoint. Well, once again, sadly, that's just about it. Let's make another date for the show next week. And remember to take care of your loved ones and each other. I'm Charles, CNN Mabika. Until we meet again, it's bye-bye for now.